the game died. I had imp in front? There was an imp in front of me? Oh. Okay, that's on me then. If there was an imp in front of me, I certainly didn't see the fucking imp. I saw one dude off up in the right that was shooting at me, and then a second imp, and then an imp next to him. I didn't see the second imp, if there was a second one. All of the channel points go to Audio Coaster? Fucking rigged, man. Let's try that again.
Looks like my comms chip got fried.
Let's try that again.
For the best.
That was still a pretty good memes run, though. Because I was taking that whole run so fucking seriously. This game has a lot of visibility issues. I mean, I've said this before and I'll say this again. I'm looking forward to you releasing the, I'm gonna walk away from. Okay, this one doesn't count. How am I not dead? Kill me. There we go.
Where the hell is everyone?
Nobody saw that. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, no, totally. Like, like you could make a montage or two out of that. You know what's the most annoying thing to me about my stream in oh, I was starting another one. Last one doesn't count, okay? What did you miss? I died. No one clipped it though. I don't think. Did anybody clip it? We're doing another prediction though. But I died to a dude I didn't see who basically just nuked my HP. It was on me. Not bad so far. But yeah, no, bad death. I was having too much fun and the game said nope. I'm still going for GunKata though. Because I've never won with GunKata on hard at the very least. I might have won on GunKata on... I might actually start with Son of a Gun. I think I'm going to start with Son of a Gun. Like, I'm pretty sure I've won on GunKata on medium, but not on hard.
This one's
there we
done.
go. I just one-shot with you with a plain old pistol? Jesus. Also, I swear I've never seen these really long hallway starts. A beautiful double 44 streak. Yeah, that too. We had a Deagle and a JS Revolver, so I was basically just making every enemy explode. Although I'm pretty sure you were there for that. But yeah, anyway, as I was gonna say, the worst part for me with the worst effect that my health problems have had on the stream is I can no longer just be like, hey chat, 15 bucks and I'll go get a beer. I really, really miss being able to do that. That shit was so much fun. Considering the first win I ever got in this game was, what, 2 triple IPAs in or something? Good times. Yeah, like, there's a guy there who's like invisible. It's honestly the worst effect that my $15 in irrippable. The problem with that is I can't smoke in my apartment, right? I can't smoke in my apartment, which is a big issue for that. The second problem is I have to use my vape because I don't like have any easy access. Like, I do have a water pipe, but I use it with my vape and I don't really want to light it. So I can't just like rip a bowl. It's actually like a 10-minute process for me to do that. Like, I can do that, but it is kind of a process, and it does take a bit more time than I'm gonna get up and walk to the fridge and come back and savor this beer for the next hour, right? Like, it doesn't quite work as well. And also, there's the problem of if I'm on my vape, I'm barely coherent by the time afterwards because I live in a apartment where, well, because I live in Canada. Cutest. In Canada, I don't know what it's like in Moscow or Russia, but it's like in Canada, if you smoke in your apartment and you're in a no smoking building, which is 99% of them, you're looking at thousands of dollars in fines and you're out the fucking door. I could get a vape pen, yeah, but vape pens are like, I don't like them. They make my lungs hurt, and like my dry herb vape doesn't. I don't have an easy way to just rip a bowl. If I could smoke in my apartment, I probably would. Although if somebody wants to give me, I'm trying to think how much money I would need to like take an actual break. But then I need to play Odd Realm later and think. Also, I don't know if I just want to become a weed stream to that point. I've kind of become a weed stream. It's my own fault, but I don't really want to use that yet. I'm just going to hang on to it.
Armor up.
What does that have, like, how would that benefit literally anybody? Getting a smoke machine and filling it with smoke juice. Well, you can't, number one, it's dry ice that smoke machines use. Number two, that would have zero effect. Number three, yes, I could do that in my apartment, but that's, like, besides the point. That's dry ice, so yeah, that's fine. Bow, bow, banana. Yeah, smoke machines are dry ice. I know that from the very brief period of time where I DJ'd. I was okay at it too at one point. The ones we used were all dry ice. But yes, you can get ones that have weird vegetable bullshit. But the ones that we used were dry ice. I know, because I filled them. Note to Hunter. Found no contraband at Min Mirror Habitat 2, except for Kai's 9mm frag shotgun. Well, not super useful to me. There's a workshop in Valhalla Terminal. Callisto level 6, there's a storage room. Which has shitty armor in it. Callisto Mines. Has an exit that needs to be repaired. Or the entrance has to be repaired. But yes, I guess kind of the long-term roundabout answer for that is I could, in theory, just get a vape pen, but I don't know. The difference is I like streaming when drunk. I don't really like streaming stoned. I've done it a couple of times. I just kind of become a mumbly piece of shit when I'm high, and I don't know. Like my ability to speak gets a bit impaired, more so than alcohol. It's frustrating. I don't know how good of an idea that is. You just like the convenience? I don't like the way they make me feel. Well, I mean, like, I'll use them, and, like, yeah, they're convenient, but they're also, like, significantly worse for you. All right. Let's grab Hell Runner. Yay, that's what I'm looking for. So now I got an EV2 pistol. Zombie Bane. 50% damage more against former zombies. Okay, so basically we use this against robots, use this against everything else. I guess kind of the main thing is I don't really want to just be high on stream all the time. Like it is a lot of excuses because that's what it is. I don't know if I want to be high on stream all the time.
I don't see shit to pick up.
Having a beer at the end of a stream is a lovely way to end a stream, but being high on stream is a bit of a different ordeal. Yeah, I don't know. Still sad about the loss of being able to do that. Oh no, well here's the thing, right? Before we had legalization, you bet your ass the only thing I was using was pens. Like that's like I still have my pen and all the refill capsules and everything. Like I still have all that shit and I could use it. I just haven't bought refills for it because weed is way cheaper. Like actual flour is way cheaper. Spoofs can't help cover the smell. Here's the thing, right? Okay, I'm gonna go full screen for a second. I'm not going to smoke weed on stream. I'm definitely not going to sit in my apartment and smoke weed ever. I realize there's ways that you can get around it. I don't want to do that. It's not worth the thousands of dollars in fines and eviction, right? It doesn't fucking matter if you can cover the smell. It doesn't fucking matter. I will never smoke in my apartment. Flat. Done. End of story. Doesn't matter if you need to cover the smell. I'll do that outside, and there is no smell on my vape anyway. Like my dry herb vape, like you can't smell it. Like I can smoke. I was using that thing like right next to my neighbor about a year ago, and he was just like, "What is that? Like tobacco?" And I'm like, "No, it's cannabis." He's like, "I can't smell a thing." It was like literally right next to me. It's like you can't smell. It doesn't make a scent. It's not about the scent. It's literally I do not want to be high on stream, and no, I will not do it in my house. That's the end of the discussion. Lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. No, I was mostly talking to Cold Fire with the comment on the smell. Let's get out of here. Hate lockdowns. Real life and in video games. I just wanted to make that absolutely clear because I wasn't directed at anybody in particular. It's just nope, not doing anything inside period and not doing anything on stream period. I think if we ever live in a world where weed is as legal and accessible as alcohol around the world, at that point then I'd be more okay with it. But I'm still in a situation where like I'm kind of not okay with talking about it on stream, even though I do. Just because I'm well aware of the legality in some countries, right? And there's definitely people in certain countries who just, like, that's prison time, right? So, like, you know, where the fuck did that robot come from? Die, please. So in a world where there is no legal barriers for that shit, absolutely. Fuck yeah, no issues. But, like, we don't live in that world. For some reason, Mist Runner, I'm assuming your name is just a username, but reading it makes me think that you're a Mist speedrunner. It's not happening in our lifetime? Yeah, which is why I'm not going to make a habit of that. Like, I know people who've, like, built their brand and half of their shows around that sort of stuff, and systematically they get removed from platforms and banned from shit, and it's just not worth it. It's like, we can have discussions about weed, that's fine, but, like, I am not going to make it part of my show at any point. Never played Myst yet? You're not missing much. It's dated, doesn't age particularly well, clunky, old game. Poor design in a lot of places. Puzzles are kind of, yeah. Yep, UK, Germany, Austria, most of the countries my team members live in. Well, I mean, actually, the two in the States are fair game. Same with Evil Trick. Not very suited to speedrunning. I've seen speedruns of it. What's up, Board to Beers? How's things? Wait, what? What game? That's fucked, dude. That absolutely sucks. Holy shit. Holy fuck, dude. That sucks. Because that's a lot of time, too. Because that's a time-locked game, isn't it? Well, shit. I would, like, complain. Like, that's like, leave a negative review on Steam and uninstall and never play again tier of what the fuck. Well, good to know. I'm gonna pass that on, just as a heads up. Because I know some people who've been playing that. Poor widow baby taking a nap. There's a Medi fiber armor. Ooh. Now that I'd like. That I do want. Yes. That's a run maker right there. So we're going to the mines, methinks. What floor are we on? We're on hub? Yep, so we're leaving to the mines from here. Need to find out if there's a way to recover it. I mean, that game's quite new, right? That or ask somebody else who's been playing it to like give you their save file or something. I don't know. But regardless, that's fucked up. Although I don't have any way to open it. Don't actually think I can do it because I don't have any multi-tools. And I don't believe there's any multi-tools. I can't extract one from that. So... yeah, I guess we're not doing that. Never mind. Oh well. No fancy armor from me, sad face. Just doing one final check. Yeah, can't fix it. RIP. I did already use the med station, so I could have. But I did that last. Oh well. Agency on picking paths and bad feels when you can't go the route you want to go with the new changes. It's fine, though. It's kind of my fault, though. If anything, it's just going to make me reprioritize when I use the stations. It's like, oh, don't use the station because you don't know if you might need the multi-tools or whatnot. I don't know. Like, I'm still just always impressed with how quick and major, even small updates to this game feel. Like, tiny little things still feels like a big deal. It's like, oh, what did you add? Oh, like messages so you can read spam emails. What does it do? Oh, it literally gives the game a fully fledged quest system. I don't actually think I've had a multi-tool yet this run. I might have. I need to watch back through the VOD, but... Precise, please. Man, I wish I had a grenade. It's a lot of blood. There's more coming. Well, I mean, looking forward to it.
Well, fuck.
Please give me more drops. Game. Did not want to fight him. But yeah, no, that shit's cool. If it's only about 30% done. Are you ever gonna do the like Cogmind thing where you need to remember actual codes and then get to type into a fake terminal? Without it getting in the way? Yeah, you don't want to like make the game all about the quests. You still want to have the ability for players to just do whatever. Otherwise, you're... That was a bad move right there at the end. Not impressed with myself.
Shiny.
What, removing player agency is against the design goals? I mean, I'd assume so. Otherwise, they'd be like, what? It's like kind of the opposite of what you want from a game like this. Really do not like Docking Bay. It's got Molten. Nah. Be honest, I'm kind of hoping I'm going to find another JS revolver. There we go. I mean, I could get lucky and just get God drops. That is also an option, Epyon. Perfectly viable one at that. It's just not something I'm going to count on, you know? Regardless of how every other run today goes, I'm satisfied with that one win. That one win was so by the skin of my teeth. I feel like I earned that one. Whoa. Walk into room. Guy immediately shoots dude that's in front of him. In the head. Brilliant. Rude. Beyond level 3 was just epic. Just like running through just like crowd of demons. It's like trying to get... It's like literally the equivalent of trying to get from one end of a mosh pit to the other end of a mosh pit to high-five your friend. That's basically what we had to do there. It's like, okay, it's time to go to war. Let's go. Put the hands down, elbows up, fucking run in a straight line. Regarding prisoners CM5223. After the canteen incident, as per your request, you've sent CM5223 for processing. We're sorry for the inconvenience and the chip malfunction. You know, how you mentioned that you need some sort of, Why am I blanking on the name of the character in Ultimatum now? The Church of the Diagonal People. You need some reference to a prisoner who can only move diagonally. It's like he's useless. We can't let him do anything because he keeps bumping into stuff. I can now dual wield. Or maybe, like, I don't know, have, like, some flavor text about people who have a disease where they only move where they can't move in a straight line. Like, the alcohol's just too strong that those guys are brewing. And it forces them to move diagonally. And that's all that they can do. Storage room. I'll have to check that. Yeah. Should have waited. Good idea for restarting the official streams. Well, I mean, you don't get me on Mondays anymore, so you should do a dev stream on Monday. Just saying. Dual stream it on... And then record your streams and put it up on the Steam page and just let it run. Pre-recorded gameplay. I killed something. I think.
See you in hell, fuckers.
Oh. I guess the game threw me a fucking bone. The game was like, yo, sucker. You're an idiot and you missed the thing. The thing that I was just like, man, we need that. And then they just give it to me. There it is, right there. And camo boost, yeah. It's not even just... Although it's... Okay, I have a question. Why did I just get brand new armor and it's damaged? So I just put it on. How is it already damaged? That's weird. Like, genuinely, that's kind of weird. It started regenerating my health? Does it... So it damages itself to regenerate your health? The heck? One of the Marco technologies, it's a meshed armor that uses its own tissue to heal you. Really? That's not cool, but okay. Guess I'll repair it. Because I need to repair my helmet anyway. It is kind of Breath of the Wild armor-y. There's a dude right here. There he is. Not anymore. All right. Well, I guess I'll keep that in mind. Gotta have lots of multi-tools. I think I won that fight. Okay, so there's 3 dudes, and they're all in the vault. I think we can fight that. But yeah, no, it's still real good armor to have. Because it'll heal me, but... We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Bring 'em on.
Heavy armor. That's fine. 2 shots. Well, technically 4, I guess.
Hell, fuckers.
Well, I mean, that was a pretty good win. Long revolver or sidearm? Kind of leaning sidearm. That is a spoiler. Napion, that is indeed a spoiler. Sidearm is more future-proof, but long revolver's better now. But I think we'll take sidearm because there's ammo like everywhere too.
No room.
Would help if I dropped the rest of the armor. What was this? Utility amp, metabolic boost, and carrier. Yes, please. Also, reloading is going to be easier now. 2 ammo, 2 mod slots, critical 40, and precise. Which is good, good, good. Lots of crit. Lots and lots and lots of crit, actually. All right. Alrighty, let's move. Let's move. Also, as always, big thank you to everybody who's tuning into the stream and just hanging out. Just hanging out and chit-chatting in the chat it goes a really long way to support weird niche broadcasts like this one. And to anybody who's got skulls next to your name or supports me on Patreon, thank you for doing that, because I get to do this full time. There's not a lot of people who get to say that. So thanks for letting me do this full time. Bulletstorm Marine, where you dual wielded 7.62, fine. Now you're damn near invincible. I believe it. Yeah. Because 7.62 ammo is plentiful right up until the end of the game. There's like 1 point, like maybe I guess the last 2 floors it gets a little bleh, but keep that for storage purposes. Also, Nervicious, I saw what you did, by the way, the other day. So cheers, thanks. Finally got your second shot. Fuck yeah, Rags. Fuck yeah, man. Also, life hack for anybody playing this game, just hold the button down and you'll stop when you see a thing that needs to die. Epion, thanks for gifting a sub to Makir. I feel like I always butcher his name, but who's better at this game than me? Hasn't been playing it as long either. Cheers, man. Thanks for doing that. It's been a chill day as far as money goes, so thanks. But people should be buying Jupiter Hell. Pew pew. Also, it's just nice because we've tanked a lot of subs today. Because 30 days ago, people were really generous and gifted a lot of subs. That's all that means. There we go. Level 6 now. Let's grab Gunslinger level 2. How am I doing for medkits? Got 1 stim pack and 2 smalls. One stim and 2 smalls. There's one dude back up in that area I just cleared. He must have walked in there after I cleared it. Weird. It's like, how the fuck did you get back there? Also, why am I picking up this 44 ammo? I'm not using that anymore. It's nice to have plentiful multi-tools. It's really, really nice to have plentiful multi-tools. Yeah, no, the one replacement that I do kind of have for the food thing now is just the, or beer thing, is just one more game, X number of bits. That's kind of the only replacement I have for that stuff now. There we go. Oh yeah, no, we're doing way better than the last run for ammo. It's just not as flashy as the last run. Last run was like fireworks. This run is like not so much. I'm also playing way too fast. 30 minutes is way too quick.
Maybe here I'll get some answers.
Maybe here I'll get some answers. No. No, you won't, but you will get more things to shoot, so that's good. Although I feel like I'm not doing as much damage as I was last time. You believe? Well, glad somebody does. Man, I've already cleared this whole level pretty much. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just want to print a second sidearm. We're also doing pretty well in the multi-tool department.
And stay down, ugly mother.
Those guys hurt really well in the multi-tool department. Why do I keep picking that up? Fucking habits. Old habits die hard. All right. Yeah, we're like good for ammo from here to the end of the game, basically. But we're only using AV2s. Could get an advanced helmet. I think that might be what I do. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a helmet. What did we get? Health monitor increases all healing received by 20%, which combos with the metafiber armor, which is good. And heal a bit of health entering a level, which is also really good. It's like the game knows what I need. Thank you, game. Is it possible to get an auto repair upgrade? Because I feel like an auto repair boost on the metafiber armor would be ridiculous. I mean, that's kind of like sort of a relatable streamer issue. Your stream can be very good, and there can be a lot of people that are very engaged that never say anything in chat, and you feel like everybody's really bored because nobody's talking, yet, you know, there's 80 people watching, which is enough to fill a large room. And I feel that way all the damn time. It's great for your morale before August 5th. Well, I mean, as long as your publisher is good at the marketing side of things, I think you guys will do just fine. The game leaves early access. Shoefish.
Carry too much shit.
Is what happens on August 5th. Dig zone. Which business-wise is make or break for the game? Do you have a number of how many copies you need to sell when you leave early access? Or is that just a secret number. Somebody has a gun I don't like, but apparently not. And we'll buy it when it comes out of EA. I mean, that's like, you just tripled yourself, right? Or tripled the original sale. I'm gonna have to do ports, updates, and start working on Aliens. I still feel like this game would do real well on something like Game Pass. I don't know. Although, is being on PC Game Pass even a port? I think it's just, like, not that I know anything about game dev, but one was already sold by the music. There's gonna be more music at launch, I think. Question mark. Yeah, Microsoft gives you money and people get the game. Well, not for free. They get the game for as long as it's on Game Pass. I don't know how much of a minority I am, but I've already bought a game that I played on Game Pass. Only matters what Microsoft is willing to shell out for it. I don't know. But it does kind of matter though, because then, like, it's also just straight up a lot of exposure, because people will download games on Game Pass that they wouldn't normally download, right? You know, which is, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want Executioner, but I feel like Son of a Gun 3 might just be a better choice. Also, Dash and Hellrunner. God, I need everything. Let's just grab Son of a Gun.
Done.
There we go.
Need to get rid of some shit.
Stop trying to pick those up, you idiot. Okay. Auto-calibrate, please. There's nothing else that can auto-calibrate. Give me a power pack. Give me bleed resist. Check email. It's a workshop in Europa Dig level 2. There's a storage room in Biolabs. Workshop in Europa L6. Okay. Red access card in the Europa Ruins. Oh, that's interesting. That's one I haven't seen before. Not really. Just me kind of rumbling about how I think that Game Pass is really good exposure, and I know myself, and because like when a game leaves Game Pass, right, they give you a coupon to buy it on the Microsoft Store. But I know a number of people who've already bought games on Steam that have left Game Pass. Specifically Lonely Mountain Downhill. So that's all I was saying. Hopefully your internet comes back. That sucks. Don't blow all of your data on my dumb streams. But not too much outside of that. Just kind of me thinking out loud and rambling. And yeah. I don't think you've missed anything else. Just a couple emails, you know, the usual. Although here's an interesting kind of thought. I mean, I guess the people who are friends with me on Steam are probably biased, right? But like, hold on, let me show you something. Yeah, I have 9 friends who know me play this, which is quite a high number. Quite a high number.
The fuck you waiting for?
All right. Sorry. I was just responding to DMs that I apparently had. You live on borrowed Wi-Fi? Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. You'll see what happens when you get on Xbox. I don't know. I think that would be really cool. Like, I'm not even talking about, like, Xbox Game Pass specifically. I'm just talking about PC Game Pass. But use 2 to 3 of it usually. I mean, that's... You got, like, I don't know how much time that is, but it's not that much time. Making a mad dash. You know, we could probably handle a hunt based on how much I'm massacring this room. Yeah, I think we got this. I mean, I think a third of the map is already dead. All right, chat, wish me luck. The hunt is on.
No fucking road. Well, fuck.
So far, so good. All right. There can't be that many left, right? What do I chuck out for that? Fuck these smoke grenades. There can't be that much more left. Otherwise I would have seen them by now. I was just going to make a mad dash for the exit, but then I kind of cleared a third of the map like immediately, so... Yeah, nah. No thanks, game. Kind of like the way he holds guns while he's moving. It's funny. Come on, scout. Oh my god. That was not cool. Okay, literally one dude left alive. Done. All right, we got GunKata. That means we are doing wellish. You just liked it too much? Huh. This is just a dream thing for me, but if you ever put a credit sequence into this game, like scrolling credits for an ending, you need a vocal version. Like, if you guys ever have spare money, do your job. Yeah, I know that feel. Supply. Will someone sign the collection for this week's supply shipment? The package is sitting in Europa Central Dig. Do I want to go that route? You'd sing it? I mean, I know several people who could. Wellish, maybe, for the win. Wellish, not to be confused with the Welsh. They're just the well. They're just well-ish. Ooh. Right. I don't actually need to pull the trigger anymore. Forgot about that. Boom, boom, boom. But, like, that's so much more armor. Oh. I don't know what to do there. I do have, like, the Automed 5/health monitor helmet. I'll think about that one. Ow! That was scary. Yeah, I'm taking that armor.
Feels good.
I just shot that dude through a fucking wall. Holy shit. Like, literally, the bullets hit the wall and he exploded. It's times like this where you remind yourself why you pay so much for your business internet work. I mean, this is why I pay way too much money for internet at home. Quite literally. But it's like, it's a developer commentary, but it's actually a metal album. Sounds like something that they would do for Guitar Hero.
That hit the spot.
There we go. Oh, come on.
Let's do this.
I was like, maybe I'll have a second, but nah. Advanced utility amp. Camo boost. Got him. I didn't think that would do much, but it did. I might go back, charge that, and heal myself after. 3 left. This run is still nowhere near as flashy as that last one. Ooh, a barbed SMG. I'm keeping the one I have, though. It's mostly to keep my helmet from breaking.
See you in hell, fuckers.
Back to landline. Huzzah! Oh, boy. Okay, what do we want? Everything? Hell Runner, I think, currently. Just want to not take damage. Just checking something and punching something in on my phone. Forgot to fill out what I had for lunch and when I had lunch and the amount of carbs I had and all that jazz. Gunslinger 3, that's next. Like, literally, that was kind of like the two that I was looking at on my priority list was Gunslinger or Hellrunner, and I went with Gunslinger. Then we're gonna, once we level, or I went with Hellrunner. Once we finish with, once we finish, ooh. Once I finish leveling up Gunslinger, then I'm gonna do Son of a Gun. Ooh. Now I'm mad I didn't do Hoarder. Who doesn't want also a rocket launcher? 2 pea shooters and a rocket launcher walk into a bar. It sounds like a party. Spin those back down because you ain't going to be needing them.
No move.
Really? Wow. I'll come back for it. Does it feel significantly different? Well, right now, Onslaught feels stronger. Yes, because I can hit multiple targets, but I wish it would tell me which target I was shooting at. Like, I wish it would give me multiple targeting reticles or something, because I personally find it kind of hard to tell who I'm hitting. Although, that might almost be a better question for chat. Chat, answer the question that Epion just put into chat. Onslaught was the run where I won, where I had the chain guns where I could move. This is sort of like a very similar perk, except for pistols and dual wielding, and you can shoot in multiple directions. You can onslaught with dual wield SMGs. Today I learned. I did not know that. I mean, they are very similar, but they're for different classes, so. That's kind of a waste on that one.
That's better. Blood for the blood god.
It was nice to be able to back away from that. Okay. I didn't realize that was the difference there. You're going BRB. Thanks for heads up, Hobo. I mean, I can, so it's fine. It just means I'll have to remember to end it. I feel like I often die in the pit. Although if this game were to have a developer commentary, a very cheaty, easy way to do that would just be to like superimpose my YouTube video into the game somewhere. Because I think that would more or less just be the equivalent of that. That's what I was looking for. It's like I was gonna come back and get something. What, to respond to on the video? Sure, but like the use of the, like, definitely that's those are the differences like between the actual perks, but the question is how much different does it feel to play? Yeah, we know, but we don't need level 3 for that. Just level 1 will do. Maybe at some point we need to do that, FPon. We'll just do a round where I record gameplay and screen share and you commentate on everything that you see. It'll just be like a 17-hour playthrough and I can upload it in one part. Everybody will hate me. You're like, what the fuck, dude? And $7 less a month? Cool. Yay, $7. Woo! That's like a Subway sandwich a month of savings. Long play? Yeah, I mean, we could. That would be a fun video to do, but not enough people would watch it to make it worth it. I'm adjusting my keyboard because my shoulders are sore. I find that if I move my keyboard further back on my desk, it doesn't affect me as much. Of $100 a month for internet? Really? Ah, come on, Epia. Boom. Something just exploded. Something's breaking. Chuck, can I get a big round of beers for Epion gifting a subscription to Correlator? Is that how you say that? Rhymes with Skeletor? But thanks, Krella, for hanging out. And thanks, Epion, for gifting a sub. Now you get ad-free viewing. I pay $161 a month for my internet, taxes included. So, like, that's where I'm at. And I have the cheaper internet. Granted, I have 1,500 up, 1,500 down. So, you know, maybe I shouldn't. I have more than a gigabyte, actually. They sped it up the other week. I spend too much for my internet. It's ridiculous. With testing beta versions, I've just been good about telling people that this game exists. That's how I help. I think. I also charge my audience to have the ability to promote this game more effectively. Which is like the dumbest fucking sideways command ever. 1.5 gig, yeah, you bet. 400 down, 60 up. I was at the house I grew up in. The speed of the internet when I moved out was 1.5 up, 4 down when I moved out. The first internet I bought was 15 down, 15 up. Second internet I bought was 75 down, 20 up, but it was more closer to about 5 up. And then I upgraded to this, so I've earned it, I think. You might need better internet if you decide to stream. I mean, it depends on how long you want your stream to stay up, but yeah, you'll need internet. Get internet hooked. That's actually more, like, you can stream on a netbook, realistically. Like, you can stream on, like, integrated graphics, like, shit CPU, like, nothing. You can stream on a crap computer, but you do need at least, like, 3 to 4 up. And it needs to be, like, relatively stable, or your computer will just, like, or your stream will just go offline constantly, and no one will like that. I don't actually know where that icon is, so that was a dumb thing to do. I might just reveal map. Just so I have a better idea of where I'm going. Oh. Oh my. Bunch of dead things. Look at that. You headed to bed, cutest? Thanks for hanging out today. Oh my god. Jesus. See, that's why GunKata is cool, is because you can just, like, see two people back around a corner and kill both of them. And a phone call made it go back up in 5 minutes. That's, yeah. I mean, I kind of miss my old internet, which was 75 down, 25 up. But the reason I kind of miss it is because it didn't go down in the entirety that I had it. But their cables have deteriorated, so the speed is just slowly decreasing to the point where it's like I couldn't use it anymore. But this internet goes down frequently, actually. Like, the internet that I have is actually very unstable. It's, like, extremely unstable. But there's so much of it, it kind of doesn't matter. So, like, when my internet fluctuates, it's like, oh, well, for 20 minutes, at 4 p.m., I'll have 300 up, 300 down. Who fucking cares? Like, I still have so much internet, it doesn't matter. It's incredibly unstable and it fluctuates wildly. But most of the time, it's pretty close to where it's supposed to be. And it has gone down once. But it's, I don't know. I can't really complain because of how fast it is. It's like, as long as it works 98% of the time and it doesn't boot me offline, and it hasn't done that yet, we're all good. As long as I can just, like, push a button and turn my stream back on, we're all fine. Geez. What do I want from you? I don't even... What am I using? Got that advanced to basic helmet, okay. And the combat armor. Hey, okay, well, what can I get from... Let's do that. Just get the better helmet. Durable, nice. And the health monitor increases all healing received by 20%. There's our workshop, which I can do. Okay, that's a weird visual issue. It's like the exit sign is like warping over. Like it's the exit sign is reflecting off of the inside of the door. And it looks like there's two of them overlapping, but I think it's just a reflection. Let's just do workshop real quick.
Let's see what we have here.
You need UI icons to not reflect at all. I'm assuming that's tricky to implement. Also, chat investments are open for those of you who want to invest tickets. Daka, 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 daka. Alright. Auto-calibrate. I got nothing that can be auto-calibrate. Keck W not allowed in this stream. Please no Keck W. Smile.
No room.
Let's just do the aim action bonus. Oh, is that why? Okay. That's not super clear. The plus makes it seem like a an extra thing. I wish it... okay.
My pack's full.
My pack's full. Of what? Useful stuff is what it's full of. Don't really need the red key cards, but... I don't know. I don't want to jinx this one, but this one's not looking bad. God. It's too good. All right, well, that's one. That's two. That I'm just going to walk. What? Oh, I see, because I... that's annoying. I didn't see the box. Oh, did you bet that I lost? Did you bet against me? Come on, man. All right, well, Gunslinger 3 is up. I don't know. I mean, right now we're doing pretty great for ammo. Doing pretty good for medkits.
No fucking room.
Got no fucking room for more medkits, which is a good thing in this instance. I mean...
Hell yeah.
Simple answer to that question, I think, is just flat yes audio. Fuck bleed. That's all I have to say. I don't want to bleed anymore. Made myself bleed earlier today. Wasn't a good time. 3 times today, in fact. Can't recommend. Even for health and safety reasons. Okay, why do these guys drop med orbs? I don't mind, but like... I don't understand why sometimes droids drop medical orbs. +1, you're fucking winning. Gotta start small, eh?
Guess we're near the exit.
This is madness. Madness.
Still same run, hobo. We still AstraZeneca Mark II. Yeet. We still AstraZeneca Mark II. Because run 1 died horribly.
Gotta arm up.
I got nothing I can mod further. It's a good problem I can to have. Oh, that's a problem. Needed to reload. Come back around for that stuff. Repair my armor again. How many times a week do you get asked if your game runs in Unity, Epyon? Like, that's kind of a joke question, but also a serious question. Oh boy, you snuck up on me there. Owie. Okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna go invisible. Walk past these guys. Shoot him.
Need to reload.
All right, it's a good thing I left the med kit on the ground at the other end of the map. Can also repair my armor. Thought I left the med kit on the ground somewhere, unless I'm like going nuts. Thought I did that. No, I left just the armor repair, which is fine. I mean, I'll say this. There are Unity games that do not feel like Unity. This does not feel like a Unity game at all. Like, this feels nothing like Unity. Appears out there under the twin stick shooter comments. I think that the biggest fucking piece of bullshit about people calling games running Unity, though, is the fact that actually there's a lot of really good games that run in Unity. You know? Like, Unity is kind of a wonderful engine if used correctly.
Done here.
Like that's the biggest issue. Is it's like, yo, let's use Unity as an insult. So now it's just like, yo, you're insulting so many good fucking games. Tarkov runs in Unity? What? What? Pardon me? Excuse me? Now that's a game I assumed was running on custom engine hardware. That's fucking wild. I had no idea. But then again, Tarkov also runs like shit, so maybe not the best example. I mean, my favorite example is Hearthstone runs on Unity. Because Hearthstone is like super slick, super smooth, runs great on everything. That's always been my favorite example, but like... No, totally. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Tarkov is like the Dwarf Fortress of first-person shooters. Like, it runs like ass, but you look at it and you go, okay, this makes sense why it runs like ass. Like, have you ever tried to run with nothing but your butt? It's very difficult. Butt shimmy, we call it. It doesn't work well. There's a reason why it's not an Olympic sport. My new library card has been mailed to me, so that's cool. Just received an email from the public library. And apparently it's a beta program that they're mailing library cards to people. And they also have a program where you can sign up online and they'll actually fucking ship books to you. So you can book a request for a book online and they will mail it to you free of charge, which is wild, by the fucking way. Apparently that's something that our taxes are paying for now. And today I learned. Well, yesterday I learned, actually.
It stinks like rotten meat.
Stinks like rotten meat.
IO base.
Same dialogue I got last time. You love a lot of Unity games? So what you're telling us is that you're actually just a diehard fan of Ultimate ADOM. Also, I don't know if you've checked in on that game at all, but that game's actually gotten a lot better already. Like, they're patching it really fucking fast. Like, I remember when Jupiter Hell first launched, like, we've talked about this a lot. Like, Jupiter Hell very much was lacking content. It took about 3 months, I think, for you guys to kind of get it to a place where it was like, yeah, okay, this is getting somewhere, right? Ultimate ADOM, I have a feeling I'll get there in the next couple weeks, months. 2 more major patches, I think, and they'll be good as far as, like, game feel and content-wise. They've removed a lot of the performance issues, and almost all of the crashing errors are gone. Things actually kill you now. It feels a lot more balanced. I mean, it's what Biscup is willing to bleed into it, I think. I think that's actually what... Like, it's not a matter of him surviving. Like, he's good. He's good. It's just whether or not he wants to invest the money to make the game. Unless, like, his company's quietly, like, going bankrupt, then I'm not aware of that. But I don't know very much about him. So, outside of the fact that he's got a successful business. What? What's up? PGA Tour. Okay, that's okay. From now on, right? From now on, that is going to be my reference when people are just like, "Fucking Unity games suck." I'm gonna be like, "Well, PGA Tour 2K20." I'm not knocking PGA Tour or nothing, but like that's kind of funny. Hearthstone was always my my go-to, but PGA Tour is it now. Ow. Now, here's the question, chat. Do I chuck the 9mm and grab me one of the plasma pistols? I think maybe I do. No, it's just, I don't know why, but like, when people imagine Unity, right, they think like pixel arty indie games, right? You don't think PGA fucking Tour, you know? You'd use Unreal for any non-procedural FPS and Unity for any other non-procedural game in a heartbeat? You used to shit on Unity a lot. I mean, I shit on Unity asset flips. And I shit on people who use and abuse the Unity asset store for quick gains. But there's a difference, I think, between shit talking asset flip or asset, not acid. That sounds like a drugs thing. Acid flips. Yeah, man, we're gonna go have some tabs of acid flips. Anyway, no, I mean, I don't like asset flips, and I will bitch about those, but that's a very specific thing, right? And I try and make that distinction without just straight up talking about it. You made Minesweeper in Unity in 4 hours. Okay. Okay, then. Yeah, it certainly did. I mean, does anybody remember that? I think it's called Unturned. Was that the name of it? Yeah, Unturned. It's a free-to-play DayZ zombie survival game. Runs in Unity. Has Lego figurines. Kind of looks like Roblox, but was made by a 14-year-old? Fucking 430,000 reviews on Steam, stupidly successful. It's like one kid made that. But like that's the thing though, you know, like a fucking middle school student made that. You know, like a little kid made that shit. And then wasted 6 hours playing it. It's as sadistic as can be beaten. Fair enough. Partially because of KSP. KSP runs in Unity? Again, that's another game that I just assumed was running on its own code. What do I want? Got no space for mod packs. Can't calibrate things. Guess I'm taking multi-tools. That's impressive. I don't know. I did not know that. Chat, or Epion, should I chuck the 9mm for a plasma? I'm kind of thinking I should. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Where you been?
Goodbye, 9mm ammo. You were my good friend.
I can't see shit.
Can I dismantle stuff at this one? No. All right, it's a pity I can't get the upgrades off of it, but that's what we're doing. Got the plasma pistol. Let's go. That feels like a lot of barrels. Someone's having a hard time at the other end of the map. Auto repair combat helmet? It's only AV1. Nope. Not taking you. It's about the size of Quake 3 source code. Huh. That's a weird big think moment. Is used in a lot of ports and remasters. I've heard that too, yeah. A lot of things you don't expect to be running in Unity run in Unity. That's generally the way Unity seems to work as far as I can tell. I really wish the Scout had something else. It's like, I really, really, really like the Scout. I think it's my, if not my, it's, on a good day, it's my favorite class in the game, in this game. I really, really, really like the way the Scout plays. But I really wish the Scout had something else. Because, like, stealth is cool. Like, stealth is really cool. But I feel like stealth needs to do more than just stealth. Like, right now, stealth feels like it's missing something. I don't know what, but it's missing something. Like, maybe jump forward a tile when you come out of stealth, or get, like, some bonus damage or something. Like, some reason to use it outside of just, I need to run, or stealth. I don't know if that makes any sense, but... Yeah, I mean, even like a backstab. Or just like teleport behind an enemy or something.
Now, let's do this.
Stealth gives 100% critical chance on breaking stealth and breaking the attack. Sure. No, like, it gives you an advantage and it does the damage, but it's an ability that I feel like... feels a bit like I guess kind of the like adrenaline kind of also has this problem where it's like it feels like it's doing something, but it doesn't quite feel like it's doing something, if that makes sense. Like if going into stealth made the world look different, like for no, I know, like I'm not even talking about like the actual effect of the skill. It's more even the visual representation of it, right? Like, if using adrenaline made, like, a big heart-beating sound or something, it would make it more satisfying. If using stealth, say, gave the game, or, like, made the whole game just look like the grid map when you are revealing a map or something. I mean, the Marine is the best intro class. It's the simplest. It doesn't matter if it's not the strongest. You don't have to be the easiest or the default strongest class. I don't know. I'm more talking about like I'm talking about like game feel more than actual stats and buff. Like I don't think it needs a buff. Like it's a good ability, but I need something to remind my brain to use it. Like I will never forget to press 6 when I've got assassin, right? I will never forget to press 6 and jump behind somebody with a sword. We'll never forget that because it's super satisfying and I immediately feel it. I'll never forget to use a smoke screen because suddenly the whole map goes dark and there's a smoke screen. Like that's a big cool effect. I think that it's kind of a problem for every single one, but this is just the class I'm currently playing, so I'm currently thinking about it. Like if there was just like even like fucking League of Legends, Rengar makes this weird sound when he goes into stealth, and enemies have like a heartbeat and they glow red. Like even if it did something like that, like maybe give you almost like Predator vision or some shit. Even if it has absolutely no gameplay effect, I think that would go, because like the main reason I'm talking about this is like I was watching a VOD of Octopimp play this game, and I noticed he almost never used his skills. Like, just straight up just didn't. I think that might be part of the reason. If there's a big visual flash in a game like this, people will remember to do it. More than if it's just something that happens. Like, the reason I'm kind of talking about this is, like, also, like, in Splattercat's video that he put out recently, there's a scene which is highlighted as the top upvoted comment, but is also very funny because he goes to open a chest, a bunch of ammo falls out of the chest, he doesn't realize ammo came out of the chest, complains that there's nothing in the chest, and then says, I'm gonna pick up this ammo. It's like, there's a reason why in Fortnite, when you open up a thing, ammo and bullets and guns and stuff just spring out and bounce out and glow and move, right? It's because it's to tell the player, new thing has appeared. You know? You find it harder to remember to use a GunKata build versus an assassin build or a ghost build? What, for stealth? I think it's because GunKata doesn't combo as well. It's more of an escape tactic than a like attack tactic, and you're less likely to think to use an escape tactic than an attack tactic thing. What if enemies went hot? Well, the problem is a lot of them don't do that, right? Because like the demons don't actually care about stealth. They smell you through it.
Time for a smoke break.
So it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, time for a smoke break, man. Come on. It's something that I've been thinking about when I've been like watching my energy like overload on every map, and like I'm not using stealth, and I'm thinking to myself like I should be using stealth, but I genuinely just keep forgetting. And you know, like in let's just say like a game like Caves of Cud, right? That's a very ability-driven game. Like, unless you're playing like an absurdly fucking boring build, which is pretty rare in Cud, you're always like swapping stances, or you're looking at your abilities screen constantly, right? So that's a game where like easily you could have 5 to 12 abilities, right? So you're constantly thinking about that. And something like Tome, you're constantly staring at your hotbar because bumping into things is not your main form of interacting with the game. But with this game is much more about being in cover and shooting things, right? So because your main abilities are your guns, the player is focused on the guns and significantly less focused on the abilities. So if the player is focused on the guns and not paying attention to the abilities, they need something to remind them, hey, moron, use your stealth. Well, I mean, like, to a degree, Makir, right? It's sort of like a player should be told, and I do mean told, as in, like, in a game like this, they should be grabbed by the eyeballs and thrown through a window told and reminded constantly, you should be building towards a master trade. Because that's another thing that I've seen. I've seen, like, Octopimp specifically did a handful of runs, played the game for like 4 hours, didn't grab a single master trait. Got way more than far enough in, but in the time that I watched, didn't get a master trait, which is the coolest part of the fucking video game, right? So the game should be punching you in the head and yelling at you, get the master traits! Because, like, that's the fun bit. Master trait tutorial will appear before 1.0. Sure, but I'm using that as an example, right? Like, beginner players need to be slapped in the face and reminded, you need to do this, because people are used to this kind of shit in video games. And this isn't running in terminal and free on Rogue Basin. This is a $25 game on Steam. We kind of need features like this, right? So, meh. Like, there's a lot of depth here, and people need to be slapped in the head with it before they realize it, right? It's one of the reasons why, like, XCOM is so brilliant, because XCOM walks you through every single ability at the beginning when you start out, right? It teaches you what every single thing does and why you need it, right? If you go into a new run and you just see adrenaline, like, why do I need that? What does that do? What's pain? Like, you know, I like, we can figure out what dodge means, right? But a new player, to an extent, may not even notice what dodge is. Why did I just miss all this stuff? Well, your pain was maxed out. I mean, I fucking miss that sometimes. This is the most entertaining content ever. I'm just sitting here and rambling about game design and staring at a screen while the character yells at me in the background. Pain? I feel that every minute of every day, Peter! What is pain? My life. Yeah, no. I need to unlock a vault, apparently. There's a vault on this map? Okay, I should probably keep playing. But this is the boring content for the audience, but this is what Epion's paying me for. Thanks for gifting those subs, by the way. Cheers. I'll come back for that. But you know, it's like these problems that I'm rambling about right now are like the problems that Caves of Cut is trying to solve right now, right? Is how do you politely teach a complicated rule set to somebody who's never experienced that complicated rule set, and then at the same time also make them think that they're the smart one for figuring it out themselves without them getting confused. That's a really, 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 really challenging thing to do. Which is why I'm not a game designer. Oh my god. I'm just gonna walk away. Ow. I'm gonna go use that big med kit. I was kind of hoping I would just kill him, but...
That ain't the spot.
There we go. Oh, you mean like the lockdown event? I mean, it makes sense. That's totally useless to me. Thanks for trying, game. All right. If only that was an exotic plasma pistol. All right, IO level 2. Hey, Ponce. How's things? You missed my, like, 10-minute ramble about game design just now. I have this weird feeling I'm going to lose all of my eyesight and then one day just, like, become some weird consultant who's just gonna, like, consult on games. I feel like that's the end game for my career. Also, if you guys don't know Ponce, he's way more entertaining than he thinks he is, so you should go watch him. Also, if there's any mods in chat, could someone shout out Ponce for me, please? You may have got the last bit a tiny bit. I gotcha. I enjoyed listening to you rant about the design of Nier. Your discussion of, or your statement of, Dark Souls lore is bad because it makes dumb people think they have the right to think, I think was pretty, more or less what you said. It's very amusing to me, because I agree. More or less. It's like, I mean, it's not far off. Like as if people are educated enough to talk about philosophy. All right, that was a, whoa! So, Kerberos, open door. I shoot at Kerberos, blow up turret behind it. That's what that explosion was. That was terrifying. Hello, it's a party in there. I'm gonna walk away from that. I hate poison. I hate poison. Fuck the stupid poison. I hate poison. I hate poison. Not the band, just the evil proc. You're about to start yelling about Nier. So here's the real important question. Are you going to finish Nier? I was listening to people on a podcast talk about flowers in Nier the other day, and it was very amusing to me. Jesus Christ.
No fucking ammo. Reload.
Poison likes me. This reminds me of that Marilyn Manson song, I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. Don't really want to go to Shadow Halls, though. Kind of want to just go warehouse. Not gonna lie. Kind of just want to go warehouse, so I think I'm gonna go warehouse. Also kind of low on the 7.62, which is a little spooky. Actually kind of just low on ammo in general.
Fucking
All right. Also, Ponce, if you haven't touched this game in a while, it's getting a patch tomorrow. Suddenly very tempted to deconstruct. Could just well, I'm tempted to re-roll the 762. Just buy another one. See what we got. Barbed and calibrated, what did we have previously? I think the fully auto-calibrated one is better. Oh, really? You played this off stream in the past few years? That's impressive. I think the only game I've really played off stream is Brigador. Well, and Trackmania, but Trackmania is more of a lifestyle than a video game, so I don't quite count it.
That's better.
It's a very particular flavor of Kool-Aid, and once you've drank it, you can't really go back. Armored and armored. Where's the other one? Car alarm's going off. Cool. Car alarms have just been going off all fucking day in my building.
And stay down.
Just goddamn constantly. I think I'm gonna... Dodge Master. Yes, please. Put that on speed loader. Grab the MP. With car thieves? I don't know, man. I mean, technically we're the... Well, actually, I don't know. I haven't checked for a while. For a while there, the general region that I live in was called the bike theft capital of Canada, and then it progressed to become the car theft capital of Canada and the bike theft capital of Canada, and I don't think it's either anymore, so. Which is ironic, because I had a bike that got stolen. Can confirm, I had a bike stolen in my time living here. An impressive set of titles? Yeah. What's truly impressive is the number of bait cars that are around here. Like, you can tell they're a bait car a mile off, to the point where there was a car that was parked on the side of the road a little while ago, pretty close to where I live. And within a day of it being parked there, there was a sign taped to it that just said, "Bait car, don't steal." Which was very funny. Or at least I find that very funny.
That's better.
What was even better was it was parked in an obnoxious place. And it was like halfway blocking a parking lot. So people were just like bitching about it. But there's also there's also a craft brewery that is literally called Stolen Bike. My health's pretty nice, but
That hit the
unfortunately I can't get down with this shit. Also, this is the longest Jupiter Hell stream I've done in a while. Up to 7.5 hours. Considering I didn't actually listen to that much music at the start of the stream. It's been a pretty gameplay heavy stream today. Woo! 2 get out of jail free cards and a grenade. I'll take it. I am very worried about ammo. Holy shit. Like, extremely worried about ammo right now. But yeah, no, Ponce, if you don't know, this is coming out of early access on the 5th of August. Which means we gotta get all the cool kids playing this game that day. So that Epion can go and make another one. Because I don't know if you've ever played Aliens RL, Ponce, but Aliens RL is kind of like... Well, it's free, but like it's kind of like Aliens themed. As in, like, the, you know, the movie Aliens. But the whole point of that game is, like, you see big, scary monster, you cower in the dark and run away instead of trying to shoot it. Which is an incredibly satisfying style of gameplay. And it's free, so I recommend you try it. Actually, random thing just popped into my brain, Epion, if you're still lurking. When you remake Aliens RL, when you do that, is it going to have diagonal movement? Which is like the big hot topic in roguelikes. Will it have diagonal movement? Off-screen testing tasks. Mia Smith arriving tomorrow, interrogate. Unexpected complications in metaphysic mines. Crew requires extensive investigations. Man, the kitty snacks always run out. We gotta stock up. It would only benefit the aliens. You know, you're not wrong. August 5th for this, coming out early access, yeah. August 5th. Gotta rally the troops. If there was a synthwave soundtrack, we might be able to get Cody to stream it once. Because he's been pretty loud in the past about not liking big guitars. Which is funny, because then he turns around and just jams out to rock and roll and games with good soundtracks. Alright. So we're on Nexus, we're going to Warehouse. Because I need ammo badly.
This could be a
Oh my
real shit show.
fucking god. Not that fast.
Damn it.
That is evil. Make you calibrated. That's why we're going to Warehouse. Because I'm currently having mini panic attacks about the fact that I only have 62,762 left. But it's okay, because I've now jumped up to over 100, so we're doing better now. Fire resistant, please. Repair my shit. Thank you. Also, would you ever release this game on the Epic Store once it comes out early access?
Carrying too much shit.
Not that it would necessarily net you many sales. It might net you like all of 12, but I've actually met one person now who prefers the Epic Game Store over Steam, which I think is wild. It's like, nah, all the games I play are on Epic. It's like, what? Mostly because this person's a Dauntless player, but I've actually found one now. I know a lot of people who prefer good old games. Need to download it? You should download it. Then the joke would be complete. You're finally done with your Steam exclusivity. It's time to release on... Actually, you know what? You should... If you do release on Epic Game Store, you need to put out a trailer, right? And I've got it like right in my head, right? It just says, following our successful early access period, thanks to Steam and Good Old Games exclusivity, we have decided to release the game on other platforms. And just do like, you know, like a very by the numbers, but then like also now we're releasing on Epic Game Store. While you're at it, you should also just put the game on itch.io. Infestation. Mother trucker. All right, this one I'm just gonna try and leave. Although if it's literally just those guys, actually, maybe we could just beat this floor. I don't know. I mean, that's not even the right exit. Available exclusively on Steam. I mean, people only like exclusivity when it benefits them. You're thinking about 8-direction movement via controller and using the 4 bumper triggers for angles? I mean, just use the joystick. I mean, you literally could do it with analog movement. I mean, I would too. I would use a fucking numpad like a non-hooligan, but I'm very scared I'm just gonna open a door and there's gonna be 50 of them. I'm just gonna walk down here. Nah! Mommy! Oh, dear Lord. I mean, I could phase. It's not precise enough. I mean, I believe it. Unless you want to do, like, Obsidian Prince control scheme, which is horrendous, by the way. Man, I know a few people who their only experience with this type of game is Crown Trick, Obsidian Prince, and Stone Shard. I'm so sorry for those people. Like, Crown Prince is, it's fine. It's fine. It's not very good, but it's fine. Stone Shard is pretty bad. It's pretty looking, but it's pretty bad. From a video game standpoint and from a genre comparison standpoint. And that control scheme in fucking Obsidian Prince is just, by God. I'm just mowing these dudes down.
Carrying too much shit.
Carrying too much shit! I guess I don't really... need warehouse as badly as I thought I did now. I've recovered my ammo problems. You hate using them outside of that? I would love to see this game being played on more TVs because like it works really well on gamepad. Like I don't use gamepad, but I have played this game using a gamepad on my computer. And if I owned a console, I would play this game on a console. I just don't own a console, so no. To legit roguelikes? DCSS? I mean, no, but it is 100% a legit roguelike. Maybe 5 to 10 years, maybe 10 years ago. Yes. Now? And the reason I say is because DCSS isn't on Steam. You know, like we live in a world now where if you're not on Steam, you don't exist, right? If you're not on Steam, Epic Game Store, or one of the Microsoft stores, you do not exist. Chrono Trigger tries to be a roguelike? No, it doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. It's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game with a dungeon crawler skin.
Where'd you go?
Where'd I go? I'm cleaning my glasses, you shit lord. That's where I went. Sheesh. Mark Muir being all sassy at me. What an asshole. Your publisher is your publisher like run by a bunch of people that only own Switches? It's like Switches and then PC. You know, to this day, I've only used a Switch once. Only used a Switch once. Let's throw the term around meaninglessly. I have like this video scripted in my head, right? Which is a breakdown and argument for the term roguelike. And I know that you'll roll my eyes and say that I'll lose, but hear me out for a second, right? We stopped calling first-person shooters Doom clones because they stopped being Doom clones. People are still making games that are like Rogue. And people are also using them, one of the mechanics, which is runs, in other games. Run-based should be the subgenre. Roguelike shouldn't be the subgenre. People are using roguelike as a subgenre, whereas it's not. It's the whole genre, right? Because every game has like a genre and then subgenres, right? So your genre could be like first-person shooter, or your genre could be like real-time strategy, or your genre could be a roguelike. But you can make a run-based first-person shooter. You can make a run-based real-time strategy, and you can make a run-based platformer. You can't make a roguelike real-time strategy. You can't make a roguelike FPS. You can make run-based ones. You can't make roguelike ones. But here's the thing. If DCSS had a Steam... Actually, I think the actual entry point for most people for traditional roguelikes now is actually CDDA more than DCSS. It's Cataclysm, now that you mention it. I think it's actually Cataclysm for most people these days. Because that's the game that I hear most people stating was their first. It's like, usually what I hear from people is, I wanted to play Dwarf Fortress, but instead I played Cataclysm. That's usually, that's I think maybe the most frequent thing I see. Is this new? Blast helmet? The fuck's a blast helmet? I want one. Gimme. My helmet's better, but it has less protection, so... But it doesn't have a health monitor. How can I tell this to blind without a roguelike like? That's just called being a valley girl with a stutter. That's just a fucking valley girl with a stutter. That's all that is. That's like coming to me and just being like, well, what's this weird accent? That's just a New Yorker with a lisp. DCSS is your fave. Totally fair, Mr. Runner. Totally fair. I need to actually... Here's the thing, chat. At some point, I need to download DCSS, and you motherfuckers need to backseat me through that thing, because that game intimidates the hell out of me for some reason. Just because of the competitive nature of it. At some point, we'll do that.
Well,
Because I've never gotten into DCSS.
beat up on aisle fuckhead.
You shouldn't download it. The web client's the way to play. But I don't... I hate playing things through web clients. Hate it! Wait, what? Never mind, I misread. Okay. But anyway, this isn't a DCSS stream right now. I mean, you know, I've talked about what my gateway drug into roguelikes was. Is it just happened to be a roguelike was one of the first games that was installed on the first computer I ever owned, which was a black and white Macintosh, which had a game called Dungeons of Doom on it, which is actually playable in the Mac software archive or Internet Archive. It's literally called Dungeons of Doom. So if you just type in Dungeons of Doom classic Macintosh, you'll find it. It was a little dungeon crawler. And I remember dying because I ate too much pie, and it scarred me for life. And I was hooked on the genre from then on. And then, like, proper roguelikes for me was Moria, Angband, and Adom, and I fucking fell in love with Adom. So that's why I like a lot more of the kind of bigger, more open games. And you never touched the web client after that? No, I mean, I wouldn't either. You like Alonia? I need to actually play Alonia. There's nothing about Alonia that really grabs me, but I do need to actually, like, just sit down and fucking try that game. Yeah, no one's talking about NetHack. Yeah, NetHack's a lot. Again, NetHack's another game that I've never gotten into. I think, whoa, where'd you come from? The main reason I never got into NetHack though, and I've played it a bit, is kind of the inconsistency in it. It suffers from the bajillion developers problem of like it feels like 100,000 pet projects instead of a coherent game. And it's like, I would just rather play a coherent game instead of like, you know, a game with everything in it. But that's why, you know, I will say things like, oh, I'd rather play Adom than Angband, or I'd rather play, you know, a game that's developed by a team of people than a billion people. It's why I'd rather play Dwarf Fortress than CDDA. I don't know. I like coherency in my development for games. You just made me never want to play Alonia with that one sentence. I'm out. Thank you for curing me from wanting to play Alonia. You literally just fixed that issue for me. I no longer want to play Alonia. Thank you. The devs separate and remove features that denigrate all the fun, unique stuff is gone. Oh, that sucks. That blows. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm an acceptable roguelike player until I've played Crawl at least enough to be able to commentate on it a little bit. Really? I mean, I didn't really need ammo anyway, but...
No fucking room.
Let's repair my armor. AV3 auto amp, eh? But like, it's not the guns I'm using.
That hit the spot.
All right, well, what can I chuck? What can I get rid of? EMP. Take the military stim. You're still struggling with it? Why is that? I can help with CUD related things. I'm not good at CUD, but I'm knowledgeable about CUD. Which is what scares me away from Crawl, actually. Make care. Is the fact that it's winnable from so many circumstances, meaning I could just beat the shit out of myself being mad that I didn't win in X circumstance. I almost like it when roguelikes have like unfair scenarios that the player can put themselves in due to lack of knowledge, but like then it's like, well, that's not my fault, that's just the game being mean. But then again, this game's also kind of like that, where it's winnable from almost all circumstances. Unless like you really fuck up. It's because you're not good at Crawl, which is the unfortunate reality, right? I don't know. On the topic of roguelikes, though, there are 3 roguelikes and 1 sort of roguelike that you guys could go vote on to make me play if you support this channel on Patreon. This is a bad place to be. I do not like this. I'm leaving. Was he T-posed? Can somebody clip that? The fuck was that? Like, he was stretched halfway across the room. Like, actually, what the fuck was that? Like, when I phased out of there, he was like T-posed but sideways. You need to fix that? No, don't fix that. It's beautiful, please. Oh, that's funny. That's very, very funny. That's very funny.
Can't see shit.
Can you put in a T-pose button? Just a T-pose slider. T-pose frequency.
Reload, damn it.
Just leave it as a really rare chance. Eh. There's a lot of dudes right there. Here, have a grenade.
Be a hell of a
You know, fuck that shit. It's a good thing they don't know how to use elevators. Because fuck that shit. That is terrifying. I'm kind of like good to go for the boss right now. I just kind of need to leave. Let's close that. That's the way I came in. Wait, is that the way I came in? I know I can re-enter in there, but like, won't they be about to murder me if I re-enter? Or does it reset their patterns? I guess we'll find out. Doesn't reset their place. So yeah, no, I'm leaving that shit. If it reset their patterns though, that would be way too easy to gimmick. So don't let it, don't change that. That's good. That's the way it should be. Also, this is just a me opinion, but no roguelike should have auto skill learn. Period. Like, you need to read what the fucking skills do to play the game. So don't ever do that in a roguelike. That's a bad thing.
Now this is gonna be a hell of a
God, there's so many of them. Yes, that I will swap for. Ooh. Do I want auto med or pistol? I want pistol. Pistol tracker. But yeah, no, I kind of rewinding my brain to what I was talking about earlier. My argument these days about why people should call roguelikes is purely because people are using it as a subgenre when it's not a subgenre. That's my argument for people these days. Of course, the last room I check is the one that I need to go to, of course. Wait, no, that's definitely not the one I need to go to. Then where's my exit? I'm so confused. Is this my exit? Oh, that's actually my exit. I thought I started there. Well, I guess I've basically finished killing everything here already, so.
Can't see shit.
Probably just finish what I started. Which pretty much means we lost the war. Nah, the war's over when we give up. Quite literally, that's when the war ends, is when we give up. So like you can give up, but I'll be dying on this hill in 5 years. Because here's the thing, right? RPG was the marketable term for a really long time. RPG was the marketable term for a really long time. So everything became an RPG. But RPGs actually have their genre back now.
Something strange about
If nothing else. Did I not extract multi-tools? I swear I did. Whoops. Super didn't. I'm talking more than I'm thinking right now. Whoopsies. You don't have illusions that you'll convince people? I have illusions that I can convince my teammates. And if I can convince my teammates, which I actually already have, they're, you know, not huge influences on the games industry as a whole, but like we're not small. And then from there I can convince a few other people, and if I can convince a few dozen people a week, it'll help keep things alive if nothing else. I don't need the multi-tools though, we're good. That I would like. Large med kit or stim pack? Large med kit or stim pack? Stim pack. Yeah. All right. Not bad though, I'd say. Not bad at all. Not bad. Which is the least you can do? I mean, that's what I try and do too. Although, I can't tell if my chat is just like pissed off about me ranting about this shit half the time or amused by it. Chat, are you guys annoyed or amused by my rambles? Also, over on my Patreon, which is because we're in between levels, I'm just going to quickly shout out that for $1 a month, you can vote on one game a month that I play heavily over the next month. And the current vote is 3 games that I played, about 10 minutes of each. First one is Golden Crown Hotel. Second one is sort of the Stars the Pit, and the third one is Shattered Planet. Currently, Golden Crown Hotel is winning with 5 votes. If you'd like to have an impact on that, it's $1 a month. You know, here's the thing, right? Rambling is a pro. Good. Well, here's the thing, right? I'm still amused by FOV sliders. Like, I open up a video game and I see an FOV slider and I laugh maniacally internally. It's just like this game should have an FOV slider that does literally nothing. Like, every video game should have an FOV slider that does nothing, regardless of if it needs FOV or not. But games need FOV sliders, just because of Total Biscuit, right? And I'm nowhere near as important or interesting as he is, or was, rather, rest his soul. But I can still bitch about roguelikes. So I like to think in 10 years when I'm, like, irrelevant and off the internet somewhere, someone will just, like, look at a game and see that it's a roguelike and be like, blind and be happy. I mean, I've already bought Golden Crown Hotel. I bought it when it was the price of a bag of chips.
Fuck, it's hot as the devil's asshole down here.
I don't want to know how hot the devil's... Now, does he mean hot as in attractive? Or does he mean sweaty and unpleasant? Because there's depth to that statement. It's hot as the devil's asshole. I think that our character might be attracted to the devil's asshole. I'm just saying. All right. Let's get to the exit. Oh, dear. Oh, boy.
Fucking reload already.
I don't like standing next to this explodey barrel. It makes me nervous. You won't like me when I'm nervous. All right, let's get outie. Okay. Well, there's only 3 summoning portals. Why is that right there? Who put that big robot there? Just gonna walk around you, get into cover, make you blow up. Oh, also, another reason why abilities need more obvious feedback in this game is because viewers may not notice them. Okay. Something blew up. I guess I'm just kind of... This is where I live now. Is there another way? Oh, there is... nope, there is not another way. Well... Good lord. I didn't want to kill this whole floor, but I guess I'm doing that. That line is deadly ambiguous. I mean, it's a very good line. I like it. I mean, maybe in this world the devil's a succubus. Or our boy just likes the devil's ass.
No fucking room.
Who knows? It's a good, fun little line. The real question is, am I going to make it to this stupid summoning portal in time?
Reload, damn it.
Yep, turns out.
Shiny.
Please just give me some. That's very useful, game. Thank you. I was hoping it would have something of use to me in there, but it doesn't. So I don't want to jinx this one, but I'm maybe too confident. That's an empty room.
Fucking reload already. Watering the grass.
All right. Let's move. Limbo, nah. If I win, Naso gets mega paid. Oh, really? So what you're saying is I should suicide. I mean, this is the scary bit right here. But I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than I was damage-wise the last win I got, so...
Need to reload.
All right.
Hell, let's
Good lord. That's my new use for stealth, is stealth into the exit. I think we good. Hey, Lux. How are you? Oh, also, needs better final boss music. I know that this boss is placeholder.
I know I'm not going home, but at least I'll take these demonic fuckers down with me.
There you go, Hobo. We won-did. El Naso gets paid. What is this game? And you're kind of fascinated. Well, how did you find the stream? I'm kind of curious. This is Jupiter Hell. This is a traditional turn-based dungeon crawler. A traditional roguelike turn-based dungeon crawler. Everything is procedurally generated. It's incredibly replayable. It's in early access on Steam, and there's a link if you want to take a look at it. Epion CF in chat is the developer, and yeah, it's one of my favorites, frankly. I'm always curious how people randomly stumble into this game, though, when I'm streaming it, because it's like, okay, how the fuck did you find me? Yeah, so it's like you must have come in from a host or some weird recommendation, but regardless, we just beat the game. That's the second win today. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, this is this is the what's the word? My brain's turning into mashed potatoes this afternoon apparently. But this is the spiritual successor to Doom the Roguelike, which was a Doom fan game, which was made by Epion CF in chat, and had tiles made by Brendan Yu, who made Spelunky. And this game has been in early access since 2019, and it's leaving early access the 5th of August. But yeah, basically it's a turn-based dungeon crawler in the loose theme of Doom. So that's what this is. But we just beat the game. Like literally just finished a run. So. But yeah, I'm pretty fucking happy with that, frankly. So I did say that we were going to play some Odd Realm tonight. I still kind of want to play some Odd Realm. I also kind of want to play more of this. But I also feel like Epion should probably sleep at some point. Do I have Angel of Exhalation unlocked? I don't know. I need to look. the whole final area is a, what's the word? The whole final area at Dante Station is still a work in progress. Like, there's another area that's coming into the game that's going to replace this whole zone, as far as I know. You're lurking because North American streamers are, and you don't watch and don't. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I just didn't recognize the username. Yeah. Yeah, Beyond will be removed, which kind of sucks. I think you should leave it in as, like, the tutorial area. Like, the like, I kind of, I don't know. I like Beyond, so I'd like it to stay in the game somehow. Even if it's, like, a weird, like, secret side area that's impossible to get to and has no practical purpose, or, like, a tutorial zone or something. I don't know. I'd like Beyond to still exist in some way, but, yeah. You know, I think we might be... Okay, so we've done 4 runs today, not counting the one that was 18 seconds long. We've done 4 runs today, right? We got 2 wins. I think I'm getting better at this game, considering we've just been playing hard. I think I'm getting better. Beyond will be one of the path choices. Okay, so as long as it's not getting fully